You're listening to the Convo.
What's up, y'all? I'm your boy Kato. That's Math, and welcome to the Convo with Math and Kato, y'all. We back one more time, episode 94, man. So check it out, bro. I got a little something that I want to jump into, man. I definitely want to talk about these gas prices, bro, because I'm gonna be honest with you. To me, it just seems like they screw us over whenever they feel like it, kid. And think about it, right? Everybody always want to be like, oh, in Hong Kong they paying, you know, $5.80. Oh, in Germany they pay. I don't care what they pay. I don't live in Germany. I don't live in Hong Kong. I don't care. I feel like they screw us over whenever they feel like it. And if we gonna pay it, then they gonna charge us. Period. I just think that's how you know what I'm saying? That's what's going on with these gas prices, bro. And I think they bring them down whenever they feel like it, and they bring them up whenever they feel like it. Straight up. But anyway, man, what you think about it though?
Doesn't gas have something to do with the oil?
Yeah, it do.
So isn't it like the more oil they have, the less gas prices? That really they have their hands on, the more they raise it.
I mean, you would think, because didn't Joe Biden say he was going to release another like 17 million, gallons of oil or some mess like that? I don't know, man.
I mean, it could also listen, okay. We can say America is the greatest country in the world, right? Whatever you want to come out your mouth. Let it fly out. That's what it is.
Right.
But at the same time, there's a level of respect.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I have said this countless of times that to me, America is not a country, but it's more of a business, and we are just the workers living in it.
It's definitely a business.
But, me being business minded, I also look at it like, bruh, I mean, if you think about it, is you got to get your money back some way, somehow.
Right.
I mean, that's number one rule of business, like for us, period. You got to make your money back. Mm-hmm. So if you're giving away money, you got to find a way to make it back. And I'm guessing, gas prices are probably just majority, like a small percentage of what they're doing. I mean, think about it, bro. They raising everything. Rates are going up, like
everything, kid. Yep.
For even me included, everybody out there that received the stimulus check, that's how we paying that shit back right now. Like, so
yeah, I totally agree. But you know what though? I think it's less the $1,200 stimulus check, and it's more the $300 for every kid that you have. You know what I mean? Because that went on for a long time, bro.
I think it was $250, wasn't it?
It was $250, $300, something like that.
Yeah, I got like $250 for Jordan for like at least 4 months.
Fam, it's some people out here with way more than 1 or 2 kids, and they was getting $300 every kid.
Well, nah, it had to be a certain age.
Nuh-uh.
Because Junior, I'm positive about it, because Junior couldn't get it.
Fam, it was either $250 or $300.
It was $250. Jordan, it was like 4 months. $250.
Because I know even for Kyle, I got like $250 for like 3 or 4 months, right? But I'm saying it don't matter how many kids you got, bro. You was still getting that $250.
No, it was an age limit on that. I promise you that.
What was the age limit though?
I believe it was 12 or 14, because Jordan.
But think about it though. Think about how many people got young kids.
Jordan just turned 13, and he's turning 14 in December. So yeah, I think it was like under 14.
Yeah, there's plenty of people got younger kids than that, kid. 5 and 6 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's understood. But I mean, if you thinking you finna get one for your 15-year-old, that shit was canceled.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't even about that, man. I'm sure it was about the younger kids. You know what I mean?
It was all about that.
And like I said, if you got 4 kids and you was getting an extra $250, $300 each one of them kids, bro.
Let's put it this way. I think it was mainly elementary kids.
Yeah.
Not even middle school.
Sure.
Yeah. So
I mean, I can definitely see that, man. I just feel like when it come down to gas prices, bro, I think they screw us over whenever they feel like it. And think about it, bro. If you can get me to pay $5.80, right? But you ain't gotta get me to pay that. So now you take away $1. Now it's $4.80. You're gonna be happy because they took away that dollar. So now you're gonna be happy paying that $4.80. But meanwhile, the people that own the gas companies and the oil, they're making money hand over fist. Dude,
but you ever realize
billions and billions of dollars over what they thought they was gonna make.
See, but this is the thing, man. They get you hooked on shit, and you gotta think about it. You can't live without a car right now, right?
No,
I mean, some
not at
people
all.
can, but some people just cannot manage. So we just gonna say it's a must have. It's not just a necessity that of
Right.
having a car. It's a must have living in America. So what you need for the car? Gas. You
Exactly.
need mechanics. You need what else do you need for it? Oh yeah, license. So I mean, it's a lot of things
Yeah.
when you just think about having a car.
Mhm.
It's a lot of different things that comes with it. That's always gonna have jobs. So just keep building cars. You're always gonna have jobs going around because it's a whole freaking umbrella. It branches off.
Right.
So when you looking at it, but it's like cigarettes,
Mhm.
right? No matter how much the price go up, you're still going to have people that smoke it because the first
because
time
people
you
are addicted to tobacco.
exactly, so
Yeah.
that's an addiction. So the first time you smoke a cigarette and you don't throw it away and you finish that bitch and you go for a second one, oh, you are hooked. You will pay them $14 a pack. So you can say what you want to say, like, no, I'm not. You'll pay that. But
Listen, I remember when my uncle used to tell me, he said when he used to roll his own cigarettes, he would probably smoke a cigarette a week. But he said if he would go and buy a box of cigarettes, he would be smoking like 4-5 cigarettes a day.
you know why?
He
Because
said that they
half of
putting
the
something in it.
not even that, bro. He rolling his own cigarette. Who the fuck want to sit there and keep rolling their own cigarette? Hell, I don't even want to keep rolling a fucking blunt every 5 minutes. You feel me? So, nevertheless, bro, that paper is aggravating as hell already.
So it's a convenience thing.
It's a convenience thing. You know, it's already prepackaged. It's rolled up already. So, boom.
You ain't got to do all of that.
Yeah, you ain't got
ready.
to. You know, you driving, bro. Come on, if you ain't got your shit pre-rolled already, nigga, you ain't finna pull over just to roll one. No, you trying to get there. And you know what? You're gonna try to get there a little earlier so you can have enough time to roll that bitch, smoke it before you even go to do what the fuck you about to do.
Right. But yeah, man, I just want to talk about that, bro, because I still think they're just screwing us over. But man, go ahead and jump off in that next topic here.
I mean, listen, you're always gonna feel that way. Yeah. If you don't roll with the punches and insert some of your knowledge into existence while you moving forward, bro, you will always feel like you're being screwed over.
Right.
So the way to do it is just, for me, I mean, I'm looking at the things that's going on. I'm looking at the shit that they're presenting in front of me. I could accept it or I can bitch about it. I could start a movement, but is that going to carry? Is that going to go anywhere? It may not. But at the same damn time, though, I know I'm not the only one feeling that way. So what do? I find there's always a loophole into these fucking rules they putting together.
Right.
As long as you understand the law, understand the nature of the country you live in, understand your state that you live in, you can make do with whatever they throw at you, for the simple fact that you will always be your own person. But you always you still have to abide by the rules or whatever they, you know what I'm saying, give you, because you have choices, bro. If your job is around the corner, why the hell are you gonna jump in your car? Unless it's raining.
No, you either gonna walk or ride a bicycle.
Exactly. You feel me? And then in your mind, you're gonna put it like this: I'm staying fit while I'm going to work.
Right.
Nah, nigga, let's just keep it real, brother. I mean, yeah, you might be trying to stay fit while you're going to work, but nigga, we ain't trying to pay them highest gas prices. That's why that bit park over there in the parking lot. Let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna take them little extra 15 minutes.
Right.
But then again, though, it might just be an adventure, because you never know what you're gonna find walking or riding a bike. Because in the car, you miss everything.
Exactly. I've seen that many times, kid.
Yeah, it's like you're moving faster than you need to. Yeah, we understand. You got daily life. You got to get places. You got to get to your own job or whatever, school. But it goes back to what I was telling you previously before we started recording. You need to slow it down sometimes. You know what I mean? You just got out of that car. Go for a walk for a little bit.
Okay, I feel you.
You know what I mean? That's a hell
Yeah.
of a metaphor to use right there. I like that shit, bro. Yeah.
100%.
So
right.
It depends on where you're going, but you're guaranteed to get back into that vehicle. But it comes a point to where that fucking car just either gonna crash or start smoking, and the shop can't no longer fix that motherfucker no more. You know, I mean, you might have the money to go out and get you another car right away,
right?
But within a certain amount of years, that car is gonna give you that same fucking problem, if not worse. Why? Because you didn't take the time to cater to your car.
But I'm gonna tell you why that's. I'm gonna tell you why that's a little different, bro. It's a lot of variables that go off of because depends on how much mileage is on that car. What kind of wear and tear is on that car? Are you changing the oil on time? Are you looking into the trans? Are you looking into the transmission fluids and stuff like that? Yeah. So
that's what I'm talking about.
So if you doing all of that stuff, then it's a good chance that you may not have that same outcome.
No, because see, you're gonna still have it because you didn't take the time to test drive the car. You just jumped out of this broke car, jumped into a brand new car, and took right off the damn lot. You ain't take time to understand the car. Yeah, you know you gotta do your oil, you know you gotta check your mileage and all that shit. But nigga, you just drove straight off that bitch and hit high speed on that motherfucker, like just kept going. Like you ain't even trying to look back. Not a damn thing until your ass get home. Be like, damn, I should have checked this shit. I should have checked that. Like, what the fuck did I just get myself into? But sometimes people, it is good to just get the hell out of that car and go for a walk, right? Before you can go out and buy you another car.
Boy, it's something else I need to holler at you about too. But we'll talk.
100th episode coming up. What, like 6 months from now?
We got 100th episode coming up, man. I'm telling you. So, it's gonna be the first one that we're gonna do in the same spot. We're gonna be face to face with it. You know what I mean? We're gonna be live with it. I want to do it with a bottle of Ciroc, brother. The show. So listen, man. I want to jump into this next topic that I'm looking at right here, bro. And I know you heard about this before. So the House is actually voting on a new thing right now, where if you find out your significant other is pregnant, you literally have to start paying child support from that point of finding out they're pregnant. So you know what I mean? Yeah. None of that other shit don't matter no more. If your people call and be like, "Hey, I'm pregnant," nigga, checks got to start flying. That's what they're working on right now.
Even if I'm with somebody, bro, and they're pregnant, I gotta pay child support.
That's exactly what they're going at right now, bro.
So it goes back to what
wouldn't that be at conception? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it goes right back to what we were just saying too. You got to make your money back some way, somehow.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what they're voting on right now, bro.
Bro, it's so much shit that comes with child support, bro. Like for real. First off, why you gonna tell me I need to pay child support, but yet take my license away if I miss a fucking payment?
And the thing is, though, think about it. If you take my license away, how am I
can't make no money?
Yeah, I can't make no money anyway. So they probably need to look into, something maybe a little less detrimental when it comes down to that, because how is the person even supposed to make those payments?
Right. I mean, I think they might have changed it, or they might actually look into it. Or
hell no, it's still the same, because they talking about that right now too. It's still the same. They will suspend your license.
But see, that's fucked up, bro. Like, if I'm with somebody, why do you want to make me pay child support? Bitch, I'm already paying half of the bills around the damn house already. I'm already paying for half of these little motherfuckers.
Fam, I wonder if all of this shit that's happening right now is going to stop, quote unquote, men and women from cheating. Look at what's happening right now, kid. You literally cannot get an abortion. You feel what I'm saying? You can't get an abortion unless you go to another state or something.
It goes back.
That haven't adopted that philosophy yet, but most states have adopted it already.
It goes back to what we were saying once again, bro. It doesn't matter what changes they make to the rules, bro. We are still going to do what we are addicted to. You know what I mean? Like, again, gas prices going up.
But what if now you can't quote unquote take care of that situation, because normally people, you got so many different things you could have did. You know what I mean? You could have took a plan B. You know what I'm saying? Or you could have paid the 500 and went and got an abortion. None of that stuff is an option now. So
again,
does that make you stay home now? And you know what I'm saying? And not run the
bro,
streets
that
like you
shit,
would have
that
been?
shit ain't gonna. It's, if anything, it should make people more careful. But at the same
Okay.
time,
Right.
like that, for one, that's gonna boost up the condom business.
Oh, that's gonna be through the roof.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's definitely gonna boost up condom business. You would think people would be more careful, but they're still gonna be people, bro. We still gonna do what we are addicted to.
I don't know, man. I kind of think that this is gonna make people be just a wee bit more careful. If
I
anything,
doubt
just a
it.
little bit.
I doubt it, bro. Because you,
Fam, I
listen,
think people lean on the fact that she can take a plan B. I think they lean on that fact. Because I mean, come on, let's just be honest. We all grown. Unprotected sex feels better than condom sex. So it's gonna be a lot of people out here having unprotected sex. There is no more plan Bs. So now what?
I'm always gonna be against abortion, but I'm also against the fact that women no longer have a choice or an option.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everyone should always have a choice, should always have an option over their own body.
Right.
Even I mean, it's fucked up for me to say it again and again, but even if a woman was raped, I've said this numerous times. I feel for you, I sympathize with you, but at the same time, I ask you, like, just think about it. Yeah, that's fucked up the way shit happened, but that could be a child that changed your life forever.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Take you out of the poverty that you're in or whatever state that you're in. A child that could change the world. You never know the life that you are taking away, regardless of how it happened to you. You know what I mean? But not having a choice, it's pointless for me to even keep saying the things that I'm saying, because now you really don't have a choice. You have to keep it regardless of the situation. Right. And that really, really puts me more in a painful state of mind with these women. Even though I'm already thinking differently than most guys or most people would be thinking when it comes to a rape situation. But now it's like you really have no choice whatsoever unless you go on the ground and do some shit yourself. But not having that choice really, really puts me in a more painful state of mind with those women. You know what I mean? But
I mean, it's messed up because, excuse me, you're going to have some women that do some stuff that's not going to be safe. Yeah. And unfortunately, that's going to happen,
I mean, you think about turkey basters, bro. You remember? So, I mean, some women
people
still
used
do
to
that
use
shit.
hangers, didn't they? Didn't they used to use hangers?
I don't know how the fuck you would use a hanger.
Fam, they used to put hangers in themselves and like pop the bag. That's what they did.
Really?
That was a thing. Yeah, definitely. But it was very unsafe, and a lot of people died from that.
I never knew that.
Oh yeah.
But
that's so.
But yeah, that shit just, I don't know, bro.
It's crazy.
It's just not. Yeah,
it's crazy. So listen, let's go ahead and jump into something else, man. I know me and you didn't discuss this, but I'm pretty sure you've seen this if you've been on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, anything. You seen the Sesame Street character walking by the quote unquote black kids or whatever. I wanted to know your thoughts on that. Do you think that this was happening on purpose, or do you think that it was a chance that because the person has this big ass uniform on with this big ass headdress on, they might have not had a chance to see the kids that was like reaching out? I seen a couple of videos where, like I said,
was that a Big Bird? Was that a Big Bird video?
No, it was. I forgot the name of it or whatever. But let's just say Big Bird. It's all the same to me, man. They dressed up as characters at Sesame Street or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I want to know your thoughts on that, though.
I mean, what the hell was happening in the video? I didn't.
Well,
see
what
it.
was happening is let's just say Snuffleupagus. I don't know what the hell it was, but it was walking. Let's just say it was walking. And, kids are standing there saying, hey, look at me. And the motherfucker just walking right past them, acting like they don't see them. I'm wondering, is it a chance that that damn thing on their head is so big that they are not seeing these kids?
Bro,
Is that
come on,
possible?
man. Come on, dude. You done been to Disney. You done been to them shits, bro. You done seen these motherfucking characters walking around. Uh, they see you, bro. They see you.
Mm.
But my question is, where the hell was this character going? Which direction was this character heading back towards the time clock
I
to
mean, it
clock the
would be
fuck
something
out? Or
like a parade. It's like they walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say you walking down the street, and right here you got two kids standing there reaching their hand out. You know, just probably trying to slap hands, or maybe give them a hug, or maybe take pictures. They excited. These are kids that we talking about.
but I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying?
are people making a big deal of it?
A big deal, nigga. That shit all over social media. That shit is viral.
Bro, I have not seen that shit.
Oh man, there's plenty of videos of and like I said, I'm playing devil's advocate for a second because I'm saying, is it a chance that maybe they didn't see the kids? But I've seen plenty of videos where people are just walking right by kids that's standing there like with their hand out, or you know what I mean? So, I just wanted to get your thoughts on that as well. I thought maybe you had seen it. I know y'all, you be on Twitter and you know what I mean, social media or whatever like that.
Was it two little black girls?
Yeah, that one too. That's another one. It's a few of them out there though, And like I said, they standing there with their hand out, and Snuffleupagus walk right by them. And people are making a huge deal of it.
That's his name, Snuffleupagus?
I don't know who it was. I don't know what it was. I know it was
looked like Oscar, man.
It was big and purple, I think.
That big
or
green.
Blue. Mm. So yeah, people are making a huge deal about this. But
Rosita dismissing her daughter and saying no.
Right. Now saying no, I did not see that. But that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of videos going viral right now about this whole situation right here, of parents saying that cartoon characters just walk right by their kids and act just like they don't see them.
Oh,
yeah.
See, I know it had to have been something more, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'll dress up as a character and walk right past the kid and not see their ass. But it's a difference when you walk past two little black girls and then the very next little girl is a white girl and you hug her.
Well, then there's an issue.
Yeah, after you bluntly, you looked at the kids, told them no, but then proceeded to hug the next little white girl next to us.
Okay, well, see, there's the issue. There's the issue right there. Then. So that's the reason why it's going viral. That's the reason why they're making such a big deal out of it. Like I said, I haven't seen all the videos, and I didn't see that. But that's blatant racism. Of course, you're gonna feel some type of way about that. And clearly, you can see the kids.
Sesame Street said in a statement that the costumes our performers wear sometimes make it difficult to see at a lower levels, and sometimes performers miss and hug requests from our guests.
But you just happen to walk right past the two black kids and hug a white kid. That's all I'm saying. If you can't see, then okay, well, you can't see across the board, right?
Right. But they said the performer was not directing the no gesture at any specific person, but it was a response to parents asking them to hold a baby for a photo, which is not permitted.
Oh, well, see, I don't know anything about that either.
So everything, that's what Sesame Street is saying. Like pretty much like the character went into HR, dropped their side of the story, saying that I was not saying no to these little kids. I didn't even see them. It was pretty much saying that it was a parent behind the kids asking them to hold their child, which was smaller than the kids, like a baby or something, to take a picture, and they're not allowed to do so. So as apparently from
I think it's a good way to try to spin the story, But
I mean, from what I'm reading though, it's pretty much like here's this mom with this baby as the character walks past two little kids right in front of her or reaching out, but then she asks the question and then he's like no, and it's just coincidentally him telling the kids no and then go hug the other little girl.
Right.
So I'm not saying it's a misunderstanding, but that's what it seems like.
Okay, because you had a chance to look a little more into it, and you just got down watching
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. So Rosita, the character, did not intentionally ignore the girls and is devastated by the misunderstanding.
Well, this is, you know, you got to get down to the bottom of shit. You know what I'm saying?
And the
I do think
part,
it's just, I think it was a good way to spin the story. I mean,
but I mean,
I don't know.
why would you even publish the shit though? Even if the park said they had spoken with the family and apologized and invited them back to meet the characters, all the characters. So I mean, hell, you know what? I guess you spin the story, you make it a bigger deal than what it is.
I mean, but what it is you trying to make it right. Think about it, bro. If you got enough people, you know, bashing Sesame Street or whatever, that shit can take a conglomerate down.
But what I'm saying is that I'm pretty sure that the parent herself probably just posted it just to show how, you know, she got disrespected,
it, and that shit ended up going viral. Yeah,
right. And I'm pretty sure it was not their intention to do so, but it took off in a way to where like, okay, it's gone now. I can't do nothing about it.
It's like wildfire. Once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, I didn't even know this shit like existed until you said it. And I'm looking at this shit now.
Well, I had been seeing it so much online. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, we gotta speak on this. You know,
I mean, I've been more. Oh, okay. So hold on. Now I'm looking at it differently now. I'm actually seeing what's going on. The character does look back, shaking everyone's hand. Okay, so it did say no to the kids, but it was in the process of saying no to the character. Look, damn, bro, look dead at the fucking kids and said no.
See, now you see why they're making such a big deal out of it. And like I said, to me, it sounds like that's a good way to spin a story.
Yeah, but I mean, I still understand what was said though.
I mean, anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a chance that could have happened, but it's also a chance that you ain't want to shake them little black kids' hands too.
Well, no, that's true. But like, if you look at how the whole video is happening, she's walking in, she's walking down, and she's smacking everyone's hand, even the parents' hand, and she turned back and said no. And then as she's saying no, it's like you can still hear somebody like calling out. You see what I'm saying? So like, oh, I'm trying to get the fuck out of this section. Like, no. But then stop to go back and be like, I'm sorry type shit. Just said no and kept walking. But I mean, I can see how it's look racist.
How somebody can feel some type of way about it.
Yeah, I could see that most definitely. But all
right, man, let's go and speak on I want to speak on DeAndre Ayton, man. You know, shout out to him. My boy ended up getting, what was it, 133 for 4 years or something like that. The funny thing about it though, he got traded. It's like he got traded, but then Phoenix ended up coming up with the money and was like, "Nah, we're gonna cancel out the trade." You know what I'm saying?
They can do that.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, kid, because he got traded. To the Pistons, I think, or something like that. But anyway, Phoenix ended up coming up with the money and they end up, you know, canceling out the trade. They matched it and they end up keeping him. I like DeAndre Ayton too, man.
I don't think that don't sound like a trade to me. That sound like a what was it? A sign and deal contract or some shit like that. Like I think he might have been a free agent
that might have been what it was too. So, but let's speak on Kevin Durant for a second. They talking about Kevin Durant maybe going to Phoenix. I know that ain't really your thing to speak on, but what do you think about Kevin Durant going to Phoenix with DeAndre Ayton, you know, Devin Booker, all these different pieces that he would have around him? Do you think that would guarantee a championship?
Phoenix's window, championship window right now is already been closed. That team needs to really revamp and just bring Kevin Durant. So you don't think
even if they added KD, that wouldn't be enough to get a championship?
Bro, KD quit on the Nets. He quit on them, boy. Like, so did Kyrie, but Kyrie had a big part of why why the Nets didn't go nowhere like they should have went if he had played all year. But then again, though,
which
I
he did take
mean,
responsibility for that. He understands that
yeah.
he hurt them doing that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But I mean, you know, you are who you are, bro. I
Mm-hmm.
can't say anything. But as a fan, I could speak on how, you know, you hurt a team. But
Mm-hmm.
as a human being, I could understand and respect your decision. So
Right.
KD going to Phoenix, bro. I've already said it. Their window is closed already.
Mm-hmm.
It got shut down. What, this year? Last year?
I wanted to get your opinion on what Kendrick Perkins said about Donovan Mitchell. What do you think about him? Somebody picking up Donovan Mitchell and being able to rebuild around him. Do you think that is possible, or do you think that Donovan Mitchell is just not that guy?
Bro, that's very possible.
Okay.
Very, very possible. But
do the Utah Jazz keep Donovan Mitchell even though they got rid of Rudy Gobert?
Yeah, they're not letting Donovan Mitchell go nowhere.
Okay.
I mean, well, I can't say they're not letting him go nowhere because they are exploring trade partners. But even though they're exploring it, you have to think about how much they're asking.
Right.
You know what I mean? Things that they're asking shows you that whether they're serious or not.
Okay.
But if you have a sucker like the Minnesota Timberwolves who's willing to give you 4 players and 4 number 1 picks, so why not?
But what if, okay, so you get 4 players and 4 number 1 picks. What if neither one of them picks are nowhere good as Donovan Mitchell? Is that a good decision or a bad decision?
What you mean, them picks?
Because you saying 4 picks, you talking about 4 draft picks, right?
Yeah, 4 draft picks.
Okay, so you get the 4 draft picks, but what if none of them ain't as good as Donovan Mitchell?
But the thing is, you're not looking for the next Donovan Mitchell. Because, okay, think about it. Donovan Mitchell is just one person.
Right.
Now you get 4 players. Out of those 4 players, 2 of them might actually stay on the team and 2 others might actually get shipped off somewhere for other draft picks, or they might get
so you're
waived.
using them as pieces. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So those 2 players that stay on the team might actually equals up to Donovan Mitchell. So you could say what you want to say. Oh man, you know, that was 1 player, but dude, I now have 2 players that can give me the same, if not the same, you know, close to it.
Mm-hmm.
I can build around that. I can bring other pieces that's gonna elevate my team because I can't just elevate it with just that 1 player.
Right.
I've tried it for 4 years. Nothing's really been there. It kept me relevant, but I couldn't go no damn where too tough. So guess what? I'm trading off this piece. Now I need to find me another big piece, somebody that can actually come in and do similar things that Rudy Gobert could do, or better. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an upgrade in just the same way that the the Timberwolves felt like they got an upgrade.
Okay.
With Rudy Gobert. That's why they unload the whole house. So, I mean, the Jazz could feel like they got a better upgrade because they had this 1 player. Now, between these 1 player, they got 2 young players. You see what I'm saying? This player is getting older, but he's good.
Definitely.
He's in the top 10. But now I got me 2 young players that I can actually build with the rest of the team.
You can groom into what you want them to be. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Play the game to do that I want them to play.
All right. So my next question is, it's a lot of talks around the league about Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving maybe going to join the Los Angeles Lakers. You think that's a good move or a bad move?
That's a desperate move.
But what if they are desperate to get a championship?
That's a desperate move. I mean, bro, why are they desperate to get a championship? It's not like they haven't gotten one. It's not like if they retired tomorrow, they'd be like, oh, they were great players who no rings.
I totally agree. They have gotten one, but I think it's just like something that you just chase for so long that you want to get paid at the end, if you know what I mean. They want that ring. You know what I mean? They fight tooth and nail to get that ring. And when you don't make it there to get the ring, it just gives you more hunger to go fight and try to get the ring.
Then,
you see what I'm saying? Even though they got 3 of them on their hand, it don't even matter.
KD playing with LeBron will be going back on his word, bro.
Okay, speak on that because I don't know anything about it.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe he said he'll never play with LeBron. He'll rather play against him. Now you go
Okay.
play with LeBron, bro. First off, that's too much of a dominance on one team.
Okay.
The league shouldn't even allow that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but Kyrie and LeBron, it's already been done. Kyrie and KD already been done. But you talking about
Right.
Kyrie, KD, and LeBron
Right. Yeah.
with AD?
With well, no, they talking about shipping AD off. They want to ship him off somewhere. Street clothes. They say that bitch ain't gonna play a game.
But you see what I'm saying though?
Right.
Even if it's not AD, you bring somebody tall as AD who can play similar game to AD, but who can stay healthy.
Right. Do the Lakers hold on to Westbrook or do they trade him out?
Hell no. Nah. Ain't let that raptor looking lizard ass motherfucker go somewhere.
All right. So what do you think Westbrook can go and make a difference? Or at this point, should he hang it up?
Westbrook can't go nowhere and make a difference, bro. He needs to just go to a contender to where he's just gonna be a backseat rider to the championship team.
Give me contenders. What you think? Okay, so are we talking about like a rebuilt team? Like the Pistons?
No. You can't rebuild. You can't rebuild around Westbrook. You
Okay.
can't use him as a rebuild. He's got to be.
So then Westbrook need to go to like the Spurs or some shit like that.
Yeah, either that, Golden State.
Right.
Hell, the Memphis Grizzlies.
Okay. You know, that actually might be a good fit, him and Morant. And what's my boy name? Jarrett Jackson.
The thing is, bro, you don't want Westbrook on the Grizzlies because he would command you shipping off too many guys off that team that's built to win now. So you need to bring in like a rookie or somebody like a Rajon Rondo or something like that. Somebody cheap that can still play the game.
That can still move the ball. Gotcha. I agree with that.
Because you bring in Westbrook, I mean, he's still
gonna cost you a piece of change. Yeah,
exactly. Yep. So no matter how much trash we talk about him, bro, he still commands a lot of your cap.
He's still gonna get some money. Exactly.
Yeah. So you might end up having to get rid of like 3 pieces off your team just for one.
I don't think Memphis can afford that because I think Memphis at this point is a strong contender. You know, they may just need 1 or 2 pieces, but they can't afford to start breaking the team up.
Now Westbrook can go out there and play with Melo in Charlotte.
Okay.
I could see that being a good tandem.
Okay. But I mean, that's a rebuilt team though.
Yeah, but
that's building around Melo.
It's fairly young to where you can really afford to ship off a couple of players, bring in Westbrook and bring in some cheaper veterans to help with the younger guys you got grooming with Melo. So, I mean, yeah, I could see that. The Spurs.
I say the Spurs, like I said, but that's not a rebuilt team. That's a built team, and at the end of the day, they may need maybe 1 or 2 pieces or whatever. But you're talking about another team that could be a contender. They ain't far off from being a contender.
Nah. I can give you 2 more teams.
Okay.
Let's see. You got Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and let's say you bring in
somebody
Westbrook.
just went over there. Was that John Wall?
John Wall, yeah, John Wall, yeah.
That's a different team now.
And you bring in Westbrook.
That's a different team. Yeah. That could be a good fit for him.
Or if Westbrook want to go ahead and just finish out his career somewhere that can possibly bring him a ring and not have to worry about too many pieces being moved.
Westbrook hasn't won a ring, has he?
No. I would say it'll be Portland if he wants to be like one of the main 5 to actually help the team win. Him and Dame over there. And you still have Anthony Simmons.
I mean, that could be a good fit for him too, because I don't think he needs to be the head guy. I think he needs to be a role player.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he needs to go to a contending team that's already ready to win now, where he's just that backseat rider. to a
Westbrook
championship.
could be a big piece that Portland needs. Because to
Yeah.
me, I think Dame needs somebody that can be like that.
And you know, yeah, that, and on top of it too, man, I think the Clippers, now that I'm saying it, bro, might actually be a good fit because John Wall can't stay healthy, and you need somebody who can actually come in and move the
And make some
ball.
moves. Yeah.
Yeah. Even though Westbrook can't really shoot for shit, but still.
Well, even if he can't, he can facilitate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He can get the ball to, to certain people that need it,
That's
to
what
make
he
the shot.
needs to. Well, actually, bro, that's what he needs to do more is learn how to facilitate instead of trying to be that killer that we all know from OKC.
Mhm.
OKC, you was the man, but dude, when you left OKC, bro, you really got exposed. Like,
Yeah,
actually, when KD left OKC, he really got exposed.
yeah, because that's when they was talking about shipping him off, and he need to do this, and he was the triple double
Yeah.
king, but they
And I
wasn't
was
getting nowhere though. He was getting a
and I
bunch of
was
triple doubles, but they wasn't getting nowhere.
and I was always standing up for Westbrook, saying that when he was in
Right.
college, man, he played a one. I mean, he played a two, he was not a true one.
Mhm.
So that, and I'm pretty sure you know the difference between that.
Yeah, but I think he need to play the two guard though. I think that fits him more. I don't think Westbrook is a one guard.
No, but that's what he's always been. And even in college, his whole life has been a two. But when he got OKC, he was playing the one,
Yeah.
I believe, right? Yeah. So that kind of like fucked his career up in a way for me, if you ask me, because I didn't really see the facilitation from him. The shooting really, like, I mean, KD saved his ass a lot in OKC.
Right.
And on James.
Okay.
I mean, OKC though, bro. Like, they had so many people on that team, bro.
They had a good team. It just didn't pull together.
But you just could, you could easily ignore any flaws from the big name superstars on that team.
Mm-hmm.
Like Westbrook shooting, for example, you ignore that because you had KD, you had James coming off the bench, you had Ibaka.
So you had Serge Ibaka. Yep.
Who else they had on that team?
At the moment, that's all I can think of. That was the most important to me.
Yeah. So, you know what, man? It's a story that I want to read up on since we're talking about sports, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. But
yeah,
the Houston Texans, man, it is really, really looking bad for them, bro. Like, it's a terrible look right now because, for one, for me being a black man, I'm almost ashamed of that organization, and I feel sorry for Lovie Smith because the two main players right now, one high profile player, and I believe one is a rookie. You got Deshaun Watson, who's going through his shit right now with these women, right?
Right.
Then you got the Texans, who just paid off like 23 women.
Exactly.
Now, Houston Texans running back Darius Anderson. I don't even know who the fuck that is yet, but I'm pretty sure he's black with a name like Darius. Right. I can't see no white dude walking up to me and be like, "What up, Darius?"
No, that's a brother for sure.
You feel me, bro?
Yeah,
dude. Bro, here's what he's charged with: burglary with intent to rape.
Damn.
Matter of fact, let me go look him up, brother, see how long he's even been playing, bro. Because, I mean, before I even say anything wrong about this brother.
Yeah, go ahead and look it up so we can read it off. But that's crazy. I'm sure more of that story going to unfold. And, we may find out a few more tidbits of what actually happened with that situation. And maybe it won't be as bad as it sounds. But at this point, that sounds freaking nuts.
He looks like a rookie.
24 years I've never heard that name before.
24 years of age, just got drafted, bro.
Right.
Like that's so sad. Okay, this been about an hour ago, so that's updated shit.
Okay.
He faces felony criminal offense, initial charge changed after an error. Wow. Okay.
So what it was changed to?
So was charged with felony burglary of habitation after an incident in Texas last week, court records show. Anderson was initially charged with burglary with intent to rape, but Houston police changed the charged on Tuesday, saying that coding error was responsible for mistaken charge.
Okay, so what was the mistaken charge? Was it rape?
Yeah, the mistaken charge was rape. So there was changed it to felony burglary of habitation.
So now habitation means what? That's something you have to know.
I believe he was living in an abandoned house or something. I'm guessing that's what it would be. Habitat.
I mean, I thought about something like that, but my thing is, how the hell they confused that? They said a coding error.
Yeah. Okay, so 24 years old Anderson allegedly broke into the Houston home and pursued a woman into her bathroom, and later the woman called police from the bathroom while Anderson left. The woman told authorities the NFL player has hit her in the past, but she never made a report before the incident.
Oh, so this like an ex-girlfriend. This some domestic violence type mess with his significant other.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
The woman.
That's why I said more of this story gonna start unfolding.
The woman reportedly said the two broke up 2 months ago, but he's been staying at her house and does not have a key. So he's been staying there unwelcomed. That's pretty much what burglary of habitat is.
Wow.
Oh man, and he's a LaDainian Tomlinson guy too, man. Running back for TCU.
Man, that's crazy. That headline sound nuts the way that it was said, bro.
Yeah,
for real.
He was added to the Texans practice squad in December towards the end of 2021 season, and he spent time with the Colts and Dallas Cowboys, but never appeared in an NFL game. Okay, so he's not a rookie. He's like a 2-year guy then. Okay. Anderson was a standout at TCU. He rushed 768 rushing yards as a sophomore and 598 as a junior. In his senior season, he rushed for 823 and managed to earn a spot in the Senior Bowl. He entered the NFL undrafted with the Cowboys in 2020. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's what it is. Then
he's been a while. He's been around.
Yeah. Just 2 years. Just a year or two.
Yeah. But a lot of times those guys that be on practice squads and that be, like quote unquote, not the guy yet, those guys don't be making no money, man.
Well, let's see how much a practice squad player makes. At a glance, the league minimum salary is $9,200 per week or $165,000 for 18 weeks. Practice squad players for veteran with 2+ years experience makes about $14,000 per week or $252,000 for 18 weeks.
Okay.
That's if you are an experienced player. So
then he could probably make like $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, but that should be enough for him to, have shelter. Depending on how you living though. You know what I mean?
So let's see. Let's take this for example, right? A former 3rd-round pick by the Cleveland Browns back in 2015, Johnson has quietly earned roughly $15 million in his career. But in 2021, he has been in an uphill battle, a former Miami Hurricane, to say the least, after Houston Texans cut him in February 2021. The final years of his contract, in which he was owed $4.6 million, Johnson got no love from the other NFL team, going unsigned straight through the summer camp. Not long after resurfacing with the Jaguars practice squad in September 2021, where he earned a reported $28,000 salary, Johnson was cut again. A month later, the Dolphins signed him to their own practice squad, worth $125,000 in base pay. I will not mind being on anybody's practice squad. So if y'all out there listening, your boy hurting shit, but I could be on that squad. That really was don't go nowhere else. I don't even make
So you
no
can go
meals.
out there and be on the practice squad and make $100,000. Oh man.
Yeah. Well, just keep me on there
For
for
real.
5 years, bro. I'm straight. I could deal with that because within
Right.
them 5 years, guess what? Matter of fact, within that first year, Rich, I
Mhm.
got me a lawn service business going on. I got me money making on the side.
You're gonna find a way to make something else out of that for sure.
You goddamn right, bro.
All right, man. Well, we finna go ahead on and get up out of here, y'all. Once again, I'm your boy Kato. That's Mav, and it's the Convo at Mav and Kato, man. Episode 94. I want to ask you, if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to the Convo at Mav and Kato. You know, help us grow this platform, man. And we want to let y'all know that we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And on that note, we out.
Yeah, that is little girl. Now don't you wanna take trips all across the world? Don't you wanna go shop till you tear them all up? They better all your friends about how much I spoiled ya. I know you see them hating on the new way you swagging. I know you see them hating on the new life you living. I know you see them hating on the new which you pushing. But we gon' have them hating on the new crib you living. Most people be hating on shit that don't make sense. When we gon' have them hating on your brand new success. Like T.I. said, you can have whatever you like. So won't you come and hop up in my brand new G5? Then we could take a flight all the way to Sicily. Girl, I'ma have you talk about how